Okay, guys, here is the video I promised you guys to do in regards to using the platform for your backtesting and also for your analysis. Okay, so I was actually searching through the internet. I came across this particular platform. So I've used the platform for mostly for my backtesting. Okay, so it helps you to be able to use the replay tool without paying for anything and also without advert. So you can also use it to do your analysis. So it's a very wonderful platform. Okay, so in this video, we're going to set this platform up in the way that it will make a lot of sense. Okay, so when you come here, the first thing you have to do is to sign up or to log in. Now you're not going to see the sign up option, so the first thing you have to do is to click on the login. Okay, once you click on the login, you will be able to see the option for you to do what, to sign up. So you use your email to sign up. Just click on sign up now. You'll be able to sign up. So I'm going to pause the video, sign up, so it can bring us to the screen of the first thing we have to see. Okay, let's do that right now. Okay, so once you sign up, you'll be presented with this screen. Obviously, your screen will not look like mine. Sometimes it might look like this way, but it may not really look like mine. Now, they get their data feed from TradingView. Okay, yeah, so you can see that TradingView logo is here. So, but the good thing about this platform, you can be able to use the replay tool to replay past data and also do your backtesting as well. Okay, so now what we'll have to now do is to set up the environment in a way that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is to select the pairs you'll be trading. Okay, and then create a watch list for it. So if you come up to this point, you just tap into this place. Okay, you'll be able to see so many groups of pairs and all of that. You'll be able to see Forex. Okay, you click. I created this watch list myself, so you have to be able to scroll down to see. You will see futures, and if you don't see Forex, you can be able to. Let me just go through this whole stuff. If you can't see Forex as a watch list here, it is below. You will see Forex. Just click on it. Yeah. Great. So here you'll be able to see all the Forex pairs, AUD/CHF, Euro USD, GBP NZ, the Euro AUD, and all the rest of them. So you have to create a watch list for these pairs. So you have to click here. This is a watch list I created. Just click on create new list and then give it a name. Okay, you give it any name and then you create. So now you can see that this pair have been moved to FS pairs watch list I just created now. So you go back to your Forex and add all the pairs you'll be trading into this watch list. So you just click here, you tap, it has added. Okay, you just go, it has added. Just scroll through, you'll be able to see all the pairs and then add them to your watch list. So now if you don't see the pairs you are trading, if you don't see them, you have to come to this place. I just want this to go so I can show you guys. Come to this search bar and then search for the pair. Okay, you search for the Forex pair. Let's say USD card. You search for the Forex pair. You click on it. It will be loaded, and you can click inside the page. Just click on the name of the pair. You will see just trying to see how to add it to. Scroll down. If it's not here, I think it should be around somewhere. Should be compare button, add to watch list. Look at it here. Just click on add to watch list. Okay, watch is not selected. Let me check the watch list. Okay, good. Add to watch list. Great, that's added. So just click on it. So that's how to add pairs to your watch list. It's just that simple. If you follow the procedure, you'll be able to get it. That's the first thing you have to do, is to add pairs to your watch list. So once you are done adding pairs to your watch list, the next thing you have to now do is to hide some certain things that are not relevant. Okay, so you come to this place, you will see this hamburger here. Just click on it. It will hide. Click on it again to come up. So we don't need to just hide it, or you can as well do something like this and decrease it a little bit so you can be able to see all your pairs just do it. You can be able to see only your pairs. But if you don't want it, just click here to it will hide. Okay. Now another thing you have to now do is to also create save layout. Like if you have analysis on this particular pair and then you want to have a different layout for that, you can just save a layout for it. It's just that simple. Okay, click on rename, make a copy, and then save this pair as a layout. Just the same thing you do on TradingView, but this time you can see there is no ad and everything is free. So now what we have to now do is to select time frame and then favorite them so it can be able to appear here. So I might be working 15 minutes, 1 hour, day, 1 week, 4 hours. So they have appeared there. It's just the same thing with TradingView. Okay. Now this is on candle. I might have candle here. I might have line charts here. Okay, that's just it. Okay, so you have the replay button here as well. Now these are tools. You can just make them, and these are tools that you'll be needing, and these are tools. Drawing tools that you'll be needing, the rectangular tool, the vertical tool, the parallel chart. If you need them, anyone you need at all, just put them there. And rectangular tool, part tool, the ones you need, just I use harmonic patterns. So SABCD tool is my favorite tool. Then the long and the short position tool. So now you can see these are all the tools, drawing tools you're needing for analysis. You can just put them anywhere you want to. So great. So let's look at the screen right here. You can see how the candles are. If you don't like the color of the candles, it's simple. You can just come here, right click here, and then I like to use, if I'm not using white and black, I'm using the other color. Okay, this is another color I use. The borders, I can leave them black, but the body of the candle, I normally use this color, and then I'll use this this color for the bearish color, but I reduce it to a little bit so that it should not be too deep. Yeah, something like this. This all you need. Just like this is fine. Okay, so once you are done, you don't need to save anything. Just save the layout. Just click on save the layout, so that whenever you log in, you can be able to see the same layout the way it is. So we are done with setting up the platform just the way it's supposed to be. So the next thing we have to now do is to have a full real estate of the platform, so you can be able to do analysis and see all the candles and everything clearly. So to do that, it's simple. Click on the full screen icon. You have a full screen to do your analysis and all of that. Okay, so this platform is completely free. You're not paying for anything. Everything here is free for your analysis and all of that. Okay, so now backtesting is very, very simple. Let's say, for instance, you were able to you want to backtest. You want to see how the analysis played out on this. You want to actually do your backtesting based on your strategy. Okay, so let's do something real quick right now. Okay, let's go to the weekly time frame, just the way I trade. Now on the weekly time frame, let's assume that move it to a line chart. Let's see all the view shape we have, and from this you can see that this is a V shape here, and I also have a V shape here, and then I also have a V shape here and a V shape here as well. So move them here so I can be able to see that this is actually an order block also on the. Now if you don't like the color and the settings of this rectangular tool, it's simple. You can change it to, like, I normally use white, and the background color I normally use not this particular color. You see this one? I used to use this one. Then just reduce the opacity. Great. So this is how I like to see it. Fine. So now, beautiful. So now what we have to now do is, there's a particular video I made about marking out key level using the line chart. It's like a secret sauce to marking out beautiful key levels, and then knowing fully well that, because the question has always been, how are we sure that this particular key level will hold? Now you have to watch that video. It's a series. I'm actually publishing that video. Once I'm done, I'll post it on my YouTube so you can be able to watch it. You're going to learn some secret sauce of using the line chart to know when a particular key level will hold. Now, price are bounced into this key level. All you have to now do is to wait and see any of the line chart pattern. One of them is the V shape. If you see a V shape here, it's a confirmation that this level is going to do what to hold. Okay, so once that is done, so what we have to now do is to like, we want to do back testing. So let's cut off here. Okay, So great. So now go down to the lower time frame. Okay, so go down to the lower time frame. Okay, so now this is where price action is at the moment. So let's assume that you have a setup that is coming into that place. Okay, now this is your Fibonacci retracement tool. Let's set it up for those of you trading harmonics. Okay, let's set up this tool in a way that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so let's switch off everything. Just leave the zero there, switch off everything, switch off everything, switch off everything, switch off everything. Trend line, remove trend line, we don't need that. Okay, great. Now for the labels, we need them to be right in the middle. Great. Okay, we don't need the price and we don't need the background. Okay, fine. So let's set up all the harmony, all the Fibonacci ratios. Let's set them up right now as fast as possible. The first one is 0, the next one is 0.382, the next one is 0.5, the next one is 0.5, the next one is 0.618, 0.618, the next one is 0.786, 786. The next one is 0.886, 0.886. Okay, so you only do it once. Then the next one is 0. I want to change 1. I want to change the color to this one. Then the next one is 1.13, and the next level is 1.414. I have all the values on my head. This is something I've been doing for a long time. So the next one is after 1.414, we now have 1.414, 1.272, 1.272. The next one is 1.618. Yeah, 1.618. And the next one is after 1.618, we have 2.24, 2.24. And then we have 2.618, 2.618, 3.14, and 3.618. Then we also have the 1.902 as well. So have the 2.618. Okay, and then we'll have the 3.14, and then we'll have the 3.181, 3.16 for the crap and the deep crap. Then we'll have the 1.902 for the extended crap and deep crap measurement. So these are the values you'll be using for your harmonics. Okay, so now we have already set up distance. You can't be able to save the template, but you just have to leave it this way, and I mean it is just the way it is. Okay, so make sure that you have saved everything. Make sure you save your layout so that everything you have done here will be on your layout. Okay, so full screen, can use the F11 tool to do that, can use that particular this place to do that. It's the same thing. Can use the shift, or you can use the just tap the F11 on your screen. You have the full view of everything. Okay, great. Now let's assume that you have a setup that is coming here. Probably I've been able to see something that looks like a harmonic pattern. Let's assume that, let's look at this particular pattern right now. I just hope this can load very well. Great. Let's see, we have this harmonic pattern. Okay, from this point to this point. Okay, so we are looking at bad pattern 0.886, 0.886 into this level. Okay, so I'm going to switch off all that measurements, like 618, 786. These other ones I don't need them, so I'm going to switch them off for this particular analysis. So now we have, this is what we have right here. So we use our SABCD tool to enclose that particular location, and then we also set up the SABCD tool right here as quickly as possible. Okay, so this is the SABCD tool. So this is how to set up SABCD tool. I don't usually use the measurement, so what I'm going to do is simple. For the border, I don't use the border, so I make it white. Okay, I make it white, then I reduce the color to almost 0 to 0. I reduce the color to 0, just make it white. Background, I need the background, but I can increase it a little bit dimmer. Great. And then I think this is basically it. That's all we need. That's all we need. Okay, for the labels, I decrease the color to 0. Yeah, so this is what we need for the SABCD tool, just the way it is. Can just lock it up so that it will not be able to move. So let's go back and see how we were able to confirm this setup, and then we're able to take this trade. Okay, so right here we don't have to do anything. All we have to do is to wait for this pattern to complete, or the setup to complete. So Now we are on the replay tool, so you may not be able to see it clearly here, but look at where it is here. But if you're on the full screen, you cannot be able to see it if you're on this full screen. Okay. But if you use F11, let me see. Great. If you use F11, you can be able to see it here. This is a play tool. So we have already cut off this price action. So let's play it a little bit and see how this thing progress. Okay. So let's increase the speed a little bit. Okay. Yeah, great. So let's see how it progress. 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 Let's see. Great. So now price have tested this what key level. Okay. So price have tested this key level after everything. We have tested this what key level. So now we start to close in on structure. So you mark out your structure high and your structure low. This is structure high and this is the structure low. So let's see what happens here. Let me decrease a little bit so you can look what happened here. Great. Structure high is this. This is now a break of structure. Let's see what happens also. Let's see what happens here. See, great. So we now have what? Break of structure, break of structure, and market structure shift. Okay. So price is giving us bullish intent, right? We have what? Market structure shift, MSS, and then we have what? Break of structure, right? BOS, right? Great. So we start to wait for entry. So we need a kind of sort of inducement and all of that. So let's see what happens here. Okay. Price push all the way up. Very strong push. Begin to push all the way down. And then gives us this thing. So now price has given us a kind of inducement here. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Oh, wow. They didn't come back again. It didn't come back again. So this entry was what? Was missed. Great. So let's see what happens here. Now, this entry was what? Was missed. So let's see what happens if price return back into this place. Now, since price takes time to return back again into this level, we have to wait for another structure shift whenever price comes back here. That's a mistake most of you guys make. Because you've already had a structure shift, market structure shift, and all of the rest of them, you start to place your pending order. You don't need to place any pending whatsoever here. You have to wait for price to come back again into this level and give us that structure shift again. Okay, because it took time. It didn't come immediately. It took time. So you have to wait for another leg here to form. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Okay. So let's see what happens here. Great. So we are now seeing another level here. So we have a breakout structure here. We have this high also here, which is MSX. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Great. So if you go to 15 minutes time frame, this is also a good level. This is also a good what? Level. Okay. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Great. So we now have this high and then we have this low. Sorry, we have this low. So let's see what happens here. So this low has been swept again, gives us this high, gives us this low. Are you seeing how we are closing now on structure? There is no need to rush. So this is a confirmation, but since price took time before coming back to this level, we have to wait for this again to happen. Okay. So let's see what happens. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Now on TradingView, you can set alerts so that you'll be notified on your email whenever these things occur. You can come here, set an alert. You can't do it here because this is a free plan. This is a free platform. So, but on TradingView, you can set up an alert to alert you when we have a market structure shift. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Great. So we now have a market structure what shift. Okay. Now for me, this is everything I need. Okay. So this is everything I need. So I have inducement liquidity here. I have an order block here, okay, which with fair value gap. So I'll mark out this place. I'll mark out this. I'll mark the whole order block. This is an order block. This is a fair value gap. So I'll mark out both the order block and the fair value gap. I'll mark them out, and then I'll put my entry here. Okay. I'll put my entry here and then my stop loss here. So let's see if we are tagged here on this trade. Let's see what happens. See what happens. Okay. 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 Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay. Yeah. So now price is giving us, let me pause this a little bit. Price is giving us what? Break of structure. You see what is happening. So it's no longer coming back again into this level. Let's check on the 4-hour time frame and see what happens there. It didn't come back again into this level. So let's see what happens. Okay. Let's see what happens. See, great. So price have returned back again. Since price took time before coming back here again, we have to wait for another structure shift. It is just it. We want to be tagged immediately. It's not something that has to waste time for that to happen. So we need to be tagged immediately. If we are not tagged immediately, then there is no entry. We have to be tagged immediately. It shows that price is no longer coming back again to that level. So, okay. So let's see what happens on this particular leg right now. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Great. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is what I want to see. We have market structure shift. Okay. We have market structure shift. We have break of structure here, which is this one. This is break of structure. And this is the high that caused that break of structure. Price are taking out that high. We have this liquidity. So this is my entry. This right here is my entry. This other block plus fair value gap is my entry. We have what? Inducement liquidity, which is here. So I might even take my entry from the inducement liquidity because price will just come back, mitigate the inducement liquidity and begin to go up. So I'll place my entry there and then stop loss below here. So let's see if we are tagged. I just hope this could tagged immediately. Great. We are tagged what? Immediately. Immediately we are what? We are tagged. Okay. Immediately we were attacked. Now, hope you learned something from this video. You see what happened here? Break of structure, market structure shift. We already have inducement liquidity here plus fair value gap plus other block here. So we don't even need to wait for another inducement liquidity. We already have inducement liquidity inside this range. But what happened? Price did not come back here again immediately. It took time for coming back here. So that was what happened. Now on the first one, what happened here on the first one? We have break of structure, market structure shift. We have this low, okay? And then what happened? We have this inducement liquidity here, and then we have this other block plus fair value gap here. Price did not also come immediately, so we just left it. Now, what happened here? Price later came back into this level. What happened here? We have break of structure, market structure shift, inducement liquidity, other block plus fair value gap. Now, this is even where the fair value gap is. I made a mistake. The space between this candle and this candle is the gap. And this one is the other block. So this is inducement liquidity, okay? So this is where my entry was supposed to be. Now, what time is this? What time is this? This is 12 midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So by this time, you're supposed to take your entry around here. You have to wake up at midnight to look at when this thing happens. Trading is your business. You have to take it as a business. It's a serious stuff. So you don't just sleep and sleep and sleep as if you're on vacation. You have to constantly check the chart and see when the setups are setting up so they can be able to be ahead of others. All right. Great. So by 2 p.m., 2 a.m. in the morning, 1 a.m. in the morning, and then around 7 a.m. in the morning, New York section, this is when it's set up. Probably you have maybe got this entry around here and then stop loss below here with that 6 pips, which is beautiful for this kind of swing entry setup. So this is your entry on this trade. And then what happened here? Let's see what happens. Okay. Now let's assume that you did not catch this entry. You have to take an entry using the RCC entry model. I'm not teaching my strategy for you guys on this particular video, okay? So but I'm showing you guys how to back test. So at the end of the week, on weekend, this is how to do your back testing. Beautiful. So that when you enter the chart by next week, you enter with confidence because you know what you are now doing. So let's play. Let's play this thing. So let's go to the 1 hour time frame to start to see if let's say assume that you miss the entry, you are not able to catch this entry, then you have to use what called reversal candlestick confirmation entry for your continuation trade. Now for RCC is best for continuation trade. Don't use it for reversal. It doesn't really work well for reversal, but it works great for continuation trade. Sorry, for instance, let me play this. Now, if you want to replay back, you can just click on this place, click here, and then use your stuff. Let me just click here and then click here. Okay, I think I made a mistake. Just I want to see this price action. Okay, yeah, great. So I saw one RCC reversal candlestick formation here. Okay, and I want to keep tap of that. Let me play again. Great. So this is RCC here. Okay. So now, this is replay. So on a market scenario, you have got this type of entry. 1:3 for RCC, 1:3. Don't target the target of the harmonic because you are catching a continuation. So you don't have to target 1:3 is okay 1:3 is okay. Okay. So I know most of you will not watch this video, or most of you watch this video, you will not even practice what I'm saying here. But then it's fine. I've done my own part by showing you guys the way. So it's not left for you to accept what I'm telling you or keep doing your own. So now this is another RCC here again. Entry also here. Stop loss below this low. 1:3, 1:3. This one has even achieved target also. This is 1:3, 1:3, 1:3. And this is 1:3 here. Okay, great. So let's play this and see how this whole thing plays out. Okay. Remember, I sent this setup for you guys on the group. So TP smashed everywhere. So now you can see how we are moving here on this particular trade. So let's look at the overall setup, overall target for this particular setup. Okay. So the overall targets, we are looking at this point. Looking at this point, the first target is here. So let's see how we're able to perform. So let me increase this a little bit. Great. Like I said before, most of you watch this video, you don't even take it serious. Most of you watch it and take it serious. It's fine. I've done my part. Like I said, I've done my part. I'll keep sending setup, keep sending these things for you guys. I've done my part. Okay. So it's not left for you to accept it or not. Okay. I think this is where we are right now. I think this is where we are. So we have been able to achieve enough profit here on this trade. Let's see. I think this is the current price right now. Oh yeah, this is the current price right now. So now price have taken out this high. So we expect price to pull back into this level for a continuation to the upside. But then you have already made 6%. You have made 3%, 3%, total 6% already on this swing trade. The swing trade can even give you like 1:6. While the scaling trade, like all those continuation using the axis, might even give you more wins, more than the actual swing setup, because you're catching continuation with a tight stop loss. So this is all about this video on how to set up this particular platform called TradeLink.com. It's a good .in. It's a good platform for your TradeLead.in. It's a good platform for your backtesting, for your analysis, and the rest of them. You can see that all this time we have spent here, there is no advert or whatsoever. Okay, so this is how to set up everything. Now, once you are done with your analysis and everything, and you want to group everything together, you scroll down, you see this place called show object. Click on that show object. Click on the show object, it will come up. Then highlight everything you want to put in a group. Like I always keep my rectangle in one group, so use the control tab. If you're using the mobile phone, you know how to highlight all of these things. Okay, then create a group, put them in a separate group. and then all your setup images and charts or tools, you can put them in a different group. Okay, put them in a different group. Highlight everything, put them in a different group. Okay, great. Hope you have learned something from this video today. I hope you have learned something from this video today. I'm all about giving value, all about showing you guys what works. So that's it. I've delivered. I've done my part. So it's not left for you to take whatever I'm showing you here serious. Take it. Go back and study. Go back and study. Go back and study. You have all it takes. You don't need to. Don't complicate things. Like I always say, don't complicate things. Don't overstress yourself. As I've taught you all these things right now, go to the chart and look at them together. Start improving on this. Ask questions. Ask questions. Ask questions. You have all it takes. You have the information. You have the information. You have the information. You have the information. So act on it. So use this platform to better your trade. And I hope to hear your positive feedback and wish you guys all the best as you sign out from this video. And this will be all for now, guys. And then bye for now.